Hi friends, under the context of COVID-19, we are trying to get a sneak peek into the future through the rearview lens. This is written by Advocate Matthews P. Matthew, who has taken LLM from the National University of Singapore and is an experienced international tax manager at Singapore right now. Orator Dr. Bibin Jose, pulmonologist from Pala. You might not have understood it well if somebody told you that some time ago he or she practices minimalism, hence a minimalist. However, with this nationwide lockdown having extended for more than a month, we all are minimalists in the making. You wonder why? Yes, that is quite true, as all it takes is just 21 days to create a new habit. Welcome to the new life of minimalism, the way our grandparents used to live, even though the term minimalism was not coined then. While we all might be worried like anything about the turn of events that might unfold in the near future, I get a feeling that we are far more relaxed. If you are not convinced yet, please see how much more you sleep during this lockdown. In any case, I am definitely sleeping more than the pre-COVID-19 levels. Sleep is a medication by itself and helps our body to recoup and prepare us for the next day. Netflix, Hotstar, and similar businesses, which are touted as the next big recession-proof theme in this lockdown period, have confessed that sleep is their biggest enemy and has openly commented that their competition is against people's sleeping patterns. For people who haven't thought of sleeping well yet, there is no perfect opportunity than this to rearrange your sleeping patterns. The same applies to food or eating patterns. No better times to be hale and hearty. As this article is neither about sleep nor on diet, let's get into the business by asking the simple question. Has your curve of happiness shifted from driving the BMW or Lamborghini or world tour on the most expensive cruise ship or an expensive Givenchy dress or Louis Vuitton bag to, you can fill your own answer, during these unprecedented times? While there is no dearth of articles regarding life before and after COVID-19, this is a humble attempt to pencil in the habitual changes that we as individuals or families and on a larger scale, countries are witnessing or going to witness post this pandemic. We have further divided changes and impacts from the perspectives of our families, societies, and the companies and governments on a larger scale across the world with a particular focus on our mother country, India. A rare view review, the past and present. Let's look into ourselves and our families to understand the changes that this forced lockdown has brought forth to our habits. We started eating what's generally available at home. We adjusted our wants such as eating non-veg or any particular delicacy with needs such as rice, lentils, or fresh veggies from the backyard. For any of us who were on keto diet or Mediterranean diet, we are more than happy with simple homely foods or veggies or fruits. We ceased eating out, neither pizzas, banana fries, nor the exotic coffee brews. Kids are more than happy to survive without burgers or bakery stuff. Maggi has become a lifesaver and is a must-have akin to salt or sugar in households. Husbands or kids are happily involved in helping their wives or mothers with daily chores, which was something unheard of since time immemorial. Bachelors relearned how to wash clothes and keep their space tidy. We understood homemade cakes and simple pastries are possible, so we started baking at home instead of buying expensive cakes for birthdays and other occasions. no multiplex or cinema outings on the weekends, no emotional buying spree when there is a discount advertisement or one for one offer. Seldom routine doctor visits or health checkups at diagnostic centers is something that have unknowingly become part of our lives. Most of us may now feel healthier with home cooked diet or relaxed lifestyle or sleep, and might be wondering whether these routine checkups were absolutely required or just psychological booster shots. But take care that whenever you are having an increased symptoms, you should go to a doctor or a hospital and get evaluated for that. We might have realized that God is within each person and that there is no real need to go to temples, churches, or pilgrim centers. Kindness is the greatest virtue, and if you are kind-hearted, then there is no personal virtue which can surpass it. We learned that marriages or naming ceremonies and other happy events can be postponed. Alternatively, these events can be conducted online or via registration without any fanfare. Similarly, death and the ensuing processes can be completed with participation of a handful of people. We understood that honeymoons and destination weddings or photo shoot were just money down the drain. Young folks in metros have probably understood that they can survive without late night parties or DJ and monthly vacation or stay vacation at farmhouse. We relearned that what is essential travel and understood how much time or energy or money was spent on non-essential travel to make our presence felt. Smokers or drinkers were forced to cap smoking or drinking, as these items are not as easily available as it used to be. Many of them use this opportunity to get scot-free from these vices. The lockdown have had many of us thinking, while film stars and sport personalities have so much of stardom, and why are they paid heavily? Should not doctors or medical staff or police officials or researchers who are fighting from the front line and have no choice to opt out from providing their services be the real stars? Aren't they akin to suicide bombers as they are working 24/7 against this pandemic with the possibility of death in sight? We have started looking at safe investments such as fixed deposits as we cite the signs of a great economic slowdown. In short, households have been dwindling of expenses many times over, and it is a revelation for many of us on how much we spend on our wants. Most of us spend time on reflection and reconnection over a plain vanilla black tea or coffee rather than imported Scotch whiskies. Also, family members within the same roof were at social distance, spending more time on online websites or on-demand live streaming platforms. Notwithstanding the above, some families faced the worst of the times as the sole breadwinners were daily wage earners with no emergency reserve cash. However, in some families, the elderly or bedridden posed a greater challenge than lockdown. Domestic violence ran the roost in a few families, and the deprived section is wondering when this lockdown would end.